Lunch day 2 and India are 475 for 6. We did not get a double ton by Shubman Gill. We did not get a century from Rishabh Pant either. But one talking point which is being discussed all over the social media is the standards of umpiring. Sharfadullah had 3 chances to give Afghanistan at least one wicket, but in 3 instances he decided not to give the Indian batters out. Yesterday we saw KL Rahul nicking one clearly, but the umpire did not raise his finger. Of course, today we saw Shubman Gill. He was out LBW, but umpire once again did not give that out, and followed by a clear-cut edge of Rishabh Pant's bat as well. So 3 decisions, umpire Sharfadullah decided against giving them out, but Afghanistan's captain Hashmatullah Shahidi have to take equal blame around it as well. Rahmanullah Gurbaz in all 3 occasions was pretty excited in taking the decision review system DRS, but Hashmatullah Shahidi, going by keeper's verdict, he did not take that review. Now India, of course, Shubman Gill and Rishabh Pant did not capitalize on those mistakes, but at the same time it shows the kind of rustiness, the lack of decision making, and of course the lack of test cricket which Afghanistan has under their belt. So Afghanistan's captain has to take the blame of not taking the DRS, but at the same time the umpiring has been outrightly mediocre in those 3 instances. Now talking about India's batting, Shubman and Rishabh started on a brisk note. They were scoring runs pretty handsomely. Some good shots this morning as well, but at the same time Azmatullah Omarzai or Samir Safi, their pace bowler, who has now his best bowling figures in test cricket, playing his second test. He has 4 for under his belt, and Safi has been toiling hard in this searing heat in Mullanpur. 4 wickets under his belt and some big names in those 4 wickets. Shubman Gill clearly got that edge. It was a very good delivery, right in the channel, nipping slightly away from the body of Shubman Gill, edged and gone. For Rishabh Pant, he had enough of defensive cricket. He wanted to clear the long off fielder, but ended up skying it, and the fielder there took a comfortable catch. Dhruv Jurel started decently, but that was not a ball to be left. He clearly left a wrong ball, and that off stump went for a ride. So Samir Safi, again the pick of the bowler for Afghanistan in this particular innings. 4 wickets is not easy conditions to bowl. The wicket is not doing a lot, but Afghanistan bowlers, be it Azmatullah Omarzai, be it Safi, they extracted a bit from the new ball in the very first session of day 2. They were nipping the ball around, in and out. They were janging it in and out, and gave Shubman Gill and Rishabh Pant at least quite a few troubles in the early morning session. But again, no complaints from Indian batters. They now have a good score to their name. Washington Sundar is out there, Manav Suthar is out there, the debutant, and Indian team management would like to give Manav Suthar and Washington Sundar as much time as possible. There is no rush to declare this innings, and India would like to post as many runs as possible so that they don't have to come out and bat again. If India can get Afghanistan out pretty early in their first innings, then they will of course apply the follow on and give Afghanistan another chance to bat and try to eradicate those leads. So let's see what happens in the second session of day 2. But at the same time, you have to see how these Afghan bowlers are trying in this searing heat, trying their best to pick those wickets of the Indian batters. So far Afghanistan bowlers have done a decent job here, conceded around 100 runs in the first session, but at the same time picked up the wickets of Shubman Gill, Rishabh Pant and Dhruv Jurel to give themselves something to be happy about. The second session is going to be tough on Afghan bowlers. The heat here is increasing with every passing minute, and the second session is going to be the hottest on day 2. So for their spinners, for their pacers, the ball is not new anymore. So for their pacers, it's going to be a tough task to keep troubling Washington Sundar and Manav Suthar. But the best part is for the Afghans, is that after one wicket, the Indian tail will begin. So if they can pick up one wicket early in the second session, then it will be an easier job for the Afghan bowlers to come out and try and get India all out. But for India, they will try to bat as long as possible, and see. Let's see how Washington Sundar and debutant Manav Suthar go about their business with the bat. Washi has looked very compact, has not given too many chances to the Afghan bowlers or their fielders. So hopefully India will have a fruitful session for a fruitful second session on day 2, and let's see how many runs they score. Let us know what you think. How many runs should India score? What's your take on the umpiring calls by Sharfadullah especially? Let us know in the comment section below. Like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Rev Sports from coverage from all over the sporting world.